Hello and welcome to a new crochet tutorial. Today I will be crocheting a baby blanket. This is the blanket right here. And here I have a tiny version of it made in lighter yarn. And this is what I will be making for the purpose of the tutorial. As you can see, it looks quite lovely in light color as well. But let me give you information about the yarn, hook size and the finished measurements for the blanket. To make this blanket, I used one skein of Pound of Love by Lion Brand Yarns. This is 100% acrylic yarn, and I used up the entire skein, so that is 1020 yards or 454 grams. The hook size for this yarn is H 5 millimeters, and that's what I worked with. And my blanket came out 43 inches long and 33 inches wide. For the purpose of the tutorial, I will work with a light color yarn and I will make a small sample, not the entire blanket. The starting chain must be a multiple of 6 plus 1. For the actual blanket, I started with chain 121, but for my sample, I will start with 37 chains. One, two, three. Here I have 37 chains and I'm ready to start my first row. Into the first chain from the hook, I make a double crochet. We never count the chain on the hook, we always start counting from the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And over here, I make a double crochet. And these 3 skip chains also count as a double crochet. Next, I work a double crochet into each one of the next 2 chains. 1, 2. So now I have 4 double crochets in the beginning of my row. Next, 2 chains. 1, 2. I skip 1 chain and into the next chain I work a single crochet. Again, 2 chains. 1, 2. I skip 1 chain and now I will work a double crochet into each one of the next 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And now the pattern begins to repeat from here. 2 chains, 1, 2, skip 1 chain and a single crochet into the next chain. 2 chains, 1, 2, skip 1 chain and a double crochet into each one of the next 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And again the pattern repeats from here. I'll show it one more time. 2 chains, skip 1 chain and a single crochet into the next one. 2 chains, skip 1 chain and a double crochet into each one of the next 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And that's how I continue crocheting till the end of the row. Here I am at the end of the row. I just worked 3 double crochets and I still have 1 chain left and I make a double crochet into that last chain. So in the beginning of my row I had 4 double crochets, then it's 3, 3, 3, and at the end of the row I have 4 double crochets again. I turn my work and I start row number 2 with 1 chain, and into this very first double crochet I work a single crochet. Into the next double crochet I also work a single crochet. Now 1 chain, I skip the next double crochet, and into the next double crochet I work a single crochet. Now 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. I skip these chain 2 spaces and this single crochet, and I continue working into these double crochets here. Into the first one I make a single crochet, then 1 chain, skip the next double crochet, and into the next one I make a single crochet. So the pattern begins to repeat from here. 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. I skip the chain spaces and single crochet, and into the next double crochet I work a single crochet, 1 chain, skip the next double crochet, and into the next double crochet I work 1 single crochet. And that's how I'm going to continue this row. Here at the end of the row I made a single crochet, chain 1, I skipped double crochet, I made another single crochet, and I still have this last double crochet here. Well, actually in reality it's the turn and chain. We count it as a double crochet, and into this last double crochet I work a single crochet. So that's the row number 2. I turn my work and I start my next row with a beginning double crochet, or alternatively you can start with 3 chains. It doesn't really matter because we will work a trim around the perimeter of the blanket, so there will be stitches worked into the side, so it doesn't really matter if it's gonna be a beginning double crochet or if it's going to be 3 chains. Next I work 2 chains, 1, 2, and into this chain 1 space I work a single crochet. And I want to note here that if you do start with 3 chains, then you will have to make another 2 chains here. So basically it would be like making 5 chains in the beginning of this row. 2 chains, 1, 2, and now I will be working into each chain, 1, 2, 3, of these 3 chains. So into each one of them I make a double crochet. Alternatively, you can work these 3 double crochets into the chain space, not into each one of the chains, but into the chain space. You will have a fabric that looks slightly different, but if that's what you prefer and if that's what is easier for you, you can do that. And now the pattern begins to repeat from here. 2 chains, 1, 2, and into this chain 1 space I work a single crochet. 2 chains, and now again I work a double crochet into each one of these 3 chains. 1, 2, 3, and again the pattern repeats. 2 chains, single crochet into the chain 1 space, 2 chains, and then again 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, and that's how I continue crocheting this row. At the end of the row I just work 2 chains, single crochet, 2 chains, and I end this row with a double crochet into the last single crochet. I turn my work and I start row number 4 with 1 chain, and into this first double crochet I work a single crochet. Now 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. I skip this chain 2 spaces and this single crochet, and into the first double crochet right here I work a single crochet. 1 chain, I skip the next double crochet, and into the next double crochet I work a single crochet. And the pattern begins to repeat from here. 3 chains, skip chain 2 space, single crochet and chain 2 space, and into the next double crochet I work a single crochet. 1 chain, skip next double crochet, and into the next one I work a single crochet. And again everything repeats. 3 chains, single crochet, one chain, and a single crochet. And that's how I crochet till the end of this row. At the end of the row, here I have my beginning double crochet and then 2 chains. So I work a single crochet in top of that double crochet. But if you chose to make 5 chains over here, you will work that single crochet into the 3rd chain, counting from the bottom of those 5 chains. So 4 rows are complete. I turn my work and I start the next row with a beginning double crochet or 3 chains. Now I will work a double crochet into each one of these 3 chains. 1, 3. 2 chains, 1, 2, and into this chain 1 space I work a single crochet. 2 chains, 1, 2, and the pattern repeats from here. Into each one of these 3 chains I work a double crochet. 1, 2, 3. Again, 2 chains, 1, 2, and a single crochet into the chain 1 space. 2 chains, 1, 2, and now a double crochet into each one of these 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. And that's how I continue crocheting this row. And here at the end of this row, I have 1 single crochet and I make a double crochet into that single crochet. And all I need to do now is to repeat crocheting rows number 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the pattern. And for the blanket, I repeated those rows until my entire piece measured about 38 inches long. Here is my crochet piece. You can see the main stitch. For the actual blanket, I crocheted until the length over here was 38 inches on the actual blanket, but in my sample this is where I'm going to stop, and I'm now going to show you how to crochet the edging. The last row must be row 2 or 4. Either one will work, because what we need is we need to have these chain spaces and single crochets. We need the last row to be straight, not scalloped the way this row is. Okay, so I'm not, actually I need to keep it this way because this was my last row, and I'm not going to turn, I'm going to continue crocheting this way. So I will be working into the ends of rows over here. So I'm going to make a round of single crochets. I start with 1 chain, and next over here I have an end of double crochet row. So into this end I'm going to make 2 single crochets. 1, 2. Next over here I have a row that was made with single crochets. So this is a single crochet end of row, and over here I'm going to make 1 single crochet. Now again, over here this is my double crochet end of row. So here I'm going to make 2 single crochets. 1, 2. Next it's a single crochet end of row, and here I make 1 single crochet. And that's how I'm going to continue crocheting, alternating 2 single crochets, 1 single crochet. So over here I make 2, 1, 2, then I make 1 single crochet. Again I make 2 single crochets, 1, 2, and then I make 1. And I continue crocheting this way all the way across to the next corner. Here I am at the corner, and over here into this corner stitch I work a single crochet, 1 chain, and into the same stitch I work 1 more single crochet. Now I will continue crocheting along this side, and this is my original chain, and here into each chain I will work a single crochet. So this side is quite easy to work. And I continue making single crochets all the way across to the next corner. Here I am at the next corner, and into the corner stitch I work a single crochet, one chain and a single crochet. Now I will be crocheting along this side, crocheting into the ends of rows, and I'm gonna do the same thing what I did on this side. I'm going to alternate making one single crochet, two single crochets, one single crochet, two single crochets. And here I have the tail from the starting chain, so I'm gonna crochet over this tail so it gets hidden. So the next end of row is double crochet row, so I make two single crochets here, one, two. Then I have a single crochet end of row, so I make one single crochet. Now two again, one, two, and now one again. And I continue crocheting this way all the way across to the next corner. Here I am at the next corner, and this is actually a single crochet over here, and into this single crochet I work a single crochet, one chain and a single crochet. And now I will be working into the last row, and here I will work a single crochet into each single crochet and into each chain. Here I am at the next corner, and again at this corner I make a single crochet, one chain and a single crochet into the same stitch. And now I join the round with a slip stitch to the first single crochet. I start the next round with 3 chains, and these 3 chains count as my first double crochet. And now I simply make a double crochet into each single crochet all the way to the next corner. And now at the corner, into that chain 1 space on the corner, I make a double crochet, 1 chain and 1 more double crochet. And now I continue crocheting a double crochet into each single crochet to the next corner, and into the next corner again into the chain 1 space of the next corner I will make a double crochet, 1 chain and a double crochet. And this is how I'm going to finish this entire round. And here I have a round of double crochets, and at this point I'm going to turn, because double crochets do look slightly different on the right and wrong side. So the next round of double crochets I want to make on this side so that I have a similar look on both sides. So I turn my work and I start the next round with 3 chains, and these 3 chains count as my first double crochet. Next, into the next double crochet I work a double crochet, and here is the chain 1 space of the corner, and here I work a double crochet, 1 chain and a double crochet. And now I simply work a double crochet into each double crochet all the way around, and into the corner spaces, into the chain 1 of the corner I will work a double crochet, 1 chain and a double crochet. And the second round of double crochets is finished. There's only one more round to go, and that's going to be a round of these lovely pointy shells. And here is how I'm gonna do it. First of all, I'm going to slip stitch to this corner space. I want to start the next round from this corner, so I simply make slip stitches into the next 2 double crochets and into the corner space. And now I will make the corner shell right here. So I make 3 chains, and into the corner I work 2 double crochets, then 3 chains and 3 double crochets. And that's my corner shell. Next I'm going to skip 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I will be working into the next one, and here I work a shell. First 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, then 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and into the same double crochet I work 3 more double crochet, 1, 2, 3. I probably went too fast, but there's nothing difficult here. 3 double crochets, 3 chains, and 3 double crochets. Again, I skip 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and into the next one I work the same shell. 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 3 chains, 1, 2, 3, and 3 more double crochets, 1, 2, 3. And that's how I'm going to continue crocheting. Skip 4 double crochets and a shell into the next double crochet. Here I am almost at the next corner, and here I have 4 double crochets to skip, so I'm going to skip them and work a shell into the corner stitch, into the corner chain 1 space. However, in the big blanket when I was crocheting it, it didn't always work out so nicely, and I had sides where I would have only 3 double crochets left. So in that case you simply skip 3 double crochets and you work your shell. Or you might end up with only 2 double crochets, and that's a little bit too few. So what you're gonna do in that case is you're gonna unravel the shell that you've made, and instead of skipping 4 double crochets over here, you will skip only 3. Then you make your shell, and then again you will skip 3 and you will be at the corner. And the difference between skipping 3 double crochets and 4 double crochets is not going to be that noticeable, so don't worry about that. Here I crocheted the corner shell, and I continue crocheting the same way, skipping 4 double crochets and making a shell into the next double crochet. On this side the stitches didn't work out perfectly, so if I skip 4 double crochets then make a shell here, I only have 2 double crochets to skip. So this is exactly what I was talking about just a few seconds ago. So here is what I'm going to do. I'm going to skip 3 double crochets over here and make a shell here, and then I will have another 3 double crochets to skip over here. So I'm skipping 3 double crochets and I'm working a shell. And now I skip these 3 double crochets and I work the corner shell. And the difference is not that noticeable. And now I continue crocheting along this side. Then we'll make the corner shell and finish this side. And here I finished the last side of the blanket. Now I join the round with a slip stitch. Now I can fasten off, hide the yarn tail, and the blanket is all ready.